Yo, if you've been looking for some tips and content to help you improve in Marvel Rivals, this video is perfect for you. I peaked at Grandmaster 2 the first season that the game was out, and I'm going to be doing a full breakdown and guide of some of my best plays as Hulk. We're going to watch 3 GM ranked games and break down the plays so that you understand exactly what you should be looking out for next time you hop on the game. A little disclaimer here though, this is early season 1 gameplay, so no one is officially ranked to GM, I know this. But you can look up any of the stats of the players on the teams and see that all of them were high diamond or Grandmaster in the past seasons. All right, now that everything's out of the way, let's check this out. Favorites, match replays. Okay, so these are 3 of my best games that I played as Hulk in Grandmaster lobbies. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to break down what happened when, so that you guys can understand how you should be positioning yourself in certain situations when you're playing Hulk, you know, what sort of main idea you should be having, just so you can understand how to play the character more thoroughly from the perspective of, you know, a top player. And hopefully this helps you guys. All right, game 1, let's check it out. Game 1, Hell's Haven domination, insta Hulk pick. Sometimes Hulk is hard to play solo. Let me turn this down a little bit. Sometimes Hulk is hard to play solo. So as a tank player, I typically choose not to play Hulk if I have to solo tank. If I have to solo tank, I'm more than likely gonna choose Strange. But fortunately, we have a Groot on this team. We got 2 healers. We got a Bucky. So we're looking good here. Instantly, I want to push to the backline. I don't know if you noticed this, but I am instantly, as Hulk, because I have that movement, I want to push to the backline and just put pressure on the healers so that they cannot help these guys in the front line, so that they cannot help their Strange, they cannot heal their Hawkeye. I instantly want to make space. This is like a great opening play for a Hulk player. Instantly, I'm on top of the healers, putting as much pressure as possible, splitting the team up, and pushing back to the team as well. I don't know if you noticed this, but when my health gets relatively low, I will push back to the team. I will use my abilities. I'll use my shield just to make sure that I can get back to the team and get healed. These are 2 good things to note, like when you want to make space as a Hulk player. You'll see me do this a lot, honestly. I'll push back to the team to get a heal. Pretty much after I've exhausted all of my abilities and utility, trying to get a pick. I'll try my best not to overextend for a pick. Like I'll try my best not to target anyone insanely hard to the point where I get demeched, but I will exhaust all of my abilities, utility, and pretty much majority of my HP before I hop back to my team. I think that's some of the best plays you can make as Hulk. You want to exhaust all of your utility and abilities. You want to freeze. You want to use your shield. You just want to utilize him, you know, to his max potential. Now, what I'm doing here is probably just building ult because the team is walking back. I'm not really diving healers or anything. They're going to be really wary of that because the first push is over. But this guy got caught out really well, which is really good. And I'm probably calling for my team here to, you know, push further in because we got a pick on their tank, and they're only running 1 tank right now. So if I can be aggressive against their other tank and we have 2 and I can help get that first tank down, definitely a solid play. This guy got caught out extremely hard. Unfortunately, he had a bad position, and you know, Hulk is just able to be everywhere at once. So definitely caught that guy lacking. Okay, see here, I'm just clearly building ult. I'm punching tank right here, building ult, but also I'm playing point because we have a healer ult down on point. So I'm just gonna hunker down on point to make sure that we can cap for as long as possible. Also, our other tank is dead here, so I can't really overextend to go for this little guy. Just because if I hop off point, not a smart idea while we have our healer ult and our other tank is dead. So I just want to take the focus here, build as much ult as I can possible, and wait until my tank is back and the ult has disappeared to try to pressure backline again. I'm pretty much playing main tank here because our tank is dead and we have so much healing on point. It's the best. I think this is the best play for me to be doing right now. Also, I definitely will call out when I do bad plays, by the way. I definitely don't think I make a perfect play every time, but this is definitely a good play. That was a great shutdown by my teammate. I tried to shield my teammates here because he used Agamotto. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but we got an ultimate ability off that ended up saving them anyway, which is good. Really, really good. This is just a stomp here, first map. This is just 100% a stomp first map. I think the aggression that we're showing, they weren't really expecting. We're staggering these guys really well. We're catching people out. They're probably not playing as smart as us, you know, with the plays that they're making. But sorry, when I ult here, I'm either going to try to clear point or I'm going to try to kill a low health pool enemy. So right now I'm just clearing point. I'm kind of soloing this guy out because he was low. So their tank is dead. Main tank is dead. And now we just have some squishies to kill before we clean the round out. And that was honestly some flawless Hulk round. I didn't even go down a single time. I didn't get demeched. I jumped back into my team to get healed almost perfectly. That was a really, really good Hulk round, honestly. Great Hulk round. Pressured the front line. Pressured the back line. Didn't get demeched. I got my ult off to clear point. Great Hulk play right there. Let's see how round 2 goes. I actually don't remember this game, but I'm really glad that I saved this game because it's a really good game, especially against top players. I'm pretty sure these guys are like GM at the time, maybe Grandmaster 2 players, because that's where I peaked. I think I peaked at Grandmaster 2. So, all right, let's skip past this. So this team is pretty grouped up here. So I think I got a bit too excited here. This is probably a bad play for me. I can't go for a healer here because they are all 5 stacked here. There are 4 enemies stacked here. So this is a misplay for me because I didn't dive into the back line. I played front line on Hulk when I should have let Groot, you know, go in and take more damage. So I get demeched here. This is on me 100%. Not a good play for me. That's a free pick from them. They have two tanks now, so they definitely have advantage. Hopefully they don't take point, but that's definitely a misplay on my part. My team does end up holding point decently here. Fortunately, they were pretty good. So it looks like they popped ult on point. We only lost 1 other player, but they got 2 picks. So they honestly saved point there, 100% carried it. Not the best play on my part, but my team was definitely able to clean up my slack, which is great. I'm probably yelling at that guy right now for walling me after I stunned that guy. I'm probably going to try to look for this Hela, to be honest with you. Yeah. She's pretty low health pool. I'm low. I'm overextending, but my team's doing a really, really good job of healing. So I probably overextended a little bit there just because I know that they can get me healed up. Instantly went for her. I don't know if you guys saw that. The second that she's down, I'm watching this. I'm watching her like a hawk. The second that she comes down from ult, I'm instantly on her. I'm already aiming where she's gonna land, and I'm just watching to see what she does. So I see her land, go right, she split. She's toast. As soon as you split up like that, a Hulk is the best person to get a pick at that point in time. 1,000,000%. It's just so free. Even if she's slightly split, man. Also, Hulk can knock enemies out of the air. You'll probably see me do that at some point in this video, which is insane because no one is ever expecting it. But it's a really good ability that he has. He can knock flying enemies out of the air. Right now, we're just buying time. This is great that we forced this healer ult. They're not even on point. Right now, we're just being aggressive, buying time because we got picks. So we're just forcing them. We're forcing them back and buying as much time as possible on domination. And they popped a critical ult, one of the best ults in the game, which is terrible for them. This is terrible for them. They shouldn't have done that. They were already down 1, but they don't want to stagger anymore. So unfortunately, they're going to pop ult here, which is great for us. We're like cheesing. We're insanely excited that these guys popped ult here. You know, we're thrilled. This is a perfect scenario. Okay, great ult on their part. They actually end up getting me out of mech here. That was a really good ult from the enemy tank. So they ended up popping a lot of ults just to get back to point. This is just to get back to point. So I didn't want to burn my ult. I didn't have it, but I didn't want, even if I did get it, I didn't want to burn my ult just, you know, after some of my teammates have died, just to keep contesting, because we have a lot of, we did what we wanted to. We built ults there. We, we held point, built ults, we staggered them. We got point to 80%, you know, without even using any ultimate abilities there. So we did great. So now it's our turn, or, you know, to build some ult, to use some ults. And my teammate just got 2 picks here because they don't have any support ults to defend against the storm ult. I'm looking to single this guy out and take another solo fight against him, man, because I know I can kill this guy. He's always trying to play a split off angle from his team. So I'm just trying to hawk him down, to be honest with you. I see another guy low on point. I help my team out a little bit. Looks like we're capturing point here pretty well, putting a lot of pressure on the tanks. Our Groot has split up the tanks and stuff, so this is pretty good. That was a really good look. I mean, we got point back here, so we're honestly just looking to kill anyone that we can so that they get back to point as late as possible here. And it looks like we got a pick there, which is great, which is perfect. We got a lot of picks in the back line. Looks like some of our teammates died on point, but you know, I have my ultimate ability because I didn't use it when, you know, they were fighting to get back to point. So I have a huge ult here. I can kill a healer, 100% kill a healer here. Did a lot of damage to one of the tanks. Strange is still very low because I killed one of their main healers. But it looks like we weren't able to cap there. But that was definitely a good usage of Hulk ultimate ability. If I wanted to save ult there, I mean, you know, save point there, we were getting close to 99%. That was definitely a great usage of Hulk ultimate ability. Because if we could have cleared point there, that would have been game. That literally would have been GG's. So our point right here is my point is to try to get a healer pick right now. It looks like we lost 2 teammates. I guess this guy's overextended. Yeah, he's definitely overextended, so we were able to get a pick on him. But I want to kill squishies or healers, honestly. I'm trying to find somebody singled out. This guy has no clue I'm even punching him. So that was a great pick, to be honest. Now I'm looking at healers. I'm really low on point, though. Just trying to do anything that I can to make sure we secure point. It's getting really close here, so we probably only have one more push. These guys are coming back a little bit. It looks like they swapped to a more oppressive DPS character instead of having Hela. It looks like we'll probably get one more touch here. See if we can take it. I'll definitely be able to touch point here. I probably tell my team that they don't have to worry about touching point because I can touch point here. He's got a guy low. That was great teamwork right there. He probably conned that he got a guy low. Oh my God, that was flawless, to be honest with you. That was a great use of his ult. That was a great read on me too, seeing that he ulted the backline, so I just instantly dove to the backline wherever his ultimate ability was. Just honestly solid. I wouldn't give myself an S+, but I would give myself like a B for Hulk gameplay. That was great. I loved watching that. That was really, really good. All right, let's check out the next game. All right, so this is game 2 on Burn-In T'Challa Domination. Honestly, Hulk is incredibly good for domination, bro. I'm going to be real. Hulk on domination is just some untapped potential here. All right, so instantly I'm looking to put pressure on smaller players like squishies or healers, and we get Namor 1 immediately. So I'm going to keep applying pressure to him because he's already used his ability to keep him alive. Just great pressure here. My goodness. Absolutely relentless pressure. That's great. Now I didn't realize there was someone behind me here, so I kind of overextended a little bit, but we did get a pick or 2. We might have gotten 1 or 2 picks there. So I'm not too upset about dying there. Put a lot of pressure on them. I built a lot of ult charge. We got first pick. We got point first. So I'm not too mad about that one. I'm probably looking for a healer again. Instantly, I'm going for a healer. Oh, they did a lot of damage to me there. I'm not really sure how they're doing damage so quickly, but they're burning me here. So I have to figure out why I'm getting burned so quickly. And probably try a different strat. Maybe have someone dive with me, or you know, figure out how to be a bit more discreet, even though I'm playing, you know, a gigantic character. All right, so we lost a player here, so I'm probably just gonna try to build ult a little bit, not overextend or anything. Make sure that we can all get together and make a play. Oh, this is great. He has his ultimate ability, so we're gonna look for healers here when he has his ultimate ability. Looks like we can get Namor here. Smacked him out of the sky, pummeled him, absolutely just smoked, dominated him. And I'm still low again, so I think this might be a healing issue. To be honest with you, I don't think that our healers are as great as they were last game. But I mean, we're making great plays, especially on Hulk here. A lot of pressure on squishy guys, a lot of pressure on point. You know, there's not too much more I could do. Fortunately, I was able to stay alive there, which is great. Now they got point. They got a lot of ticks on point there, which is not the best. This means that we're probably going to have to apply constant pressure to them, because if they win one team fight, they are in contention to take this entire round. So we probably have to keep applying a constant pressure. So I'm probably going to ult as soon as she's finished using Luna Snow ult. I'm probably going to use my ultimate ability as soon as she's finished. I would say probably looking for the Luna. Oh, we got a guy low here. That was good. That was a good pick. Good read. Oh, just smashing these guys. This is good. This is really good. We put a lot of pressure on them, won that fight. I was able to save my ultimate ability, which is 100% even better than using it. It's really great. I'm definitely looking for a pick here. But we are 100% looking to apply constant pressure here. I'm probably looking for a first pick. Probably going to use my ultimate ability here. Yeah, just to make sure that these guys don't, you know, capture a point again, because we need a pick here really bad, and that's perfect. That's literally perfect. We're almost able to, you know, completely wipe their team there, which is great, because we don't even want them to touch point here at all, because they are 100% in contention to win the round here. So we just have to apply constant pressure, which is good. Really, really good.
I am ready to put on a show.
Okay, they're actually able to touch point here with Portal. They made a really good play. Used the ultimate, burned the ultimate ability for it. It looks like we did as well, but I'm just building ult right now because we have, you know, we have support ults on point. So I'm just building ult and trying to apply pressure to people that are relatively low. Definitely a solid round. That was a good round from the enemy team as well. But the constant application of pressure with a hero like Hulk, it's just oppressive, bro. If you can't burn him, like they were burning me early, but I readjusted. I stopped diving into the middle of their team. I started looking more for people that were slightly split, or I just started looking to make a play with my team instead of making a solo play, which turned out to be turned out to work much better. You know, sometimes you can 100% make solo plays with Hulk, but other teams, you know, they will look for that. And that's why I was getting burned so early round one, because they were looking for me to dive without my team. And they were just able to, like, 2 or 3 people shoot me at once. So I just readjusted, started playing a bit more with the team, started looking a bit more for heals. And we were definitely able to put some crazy work down. I started playing a bit more frontline. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that last round I started playing a bit more frontline. I started playing right in front of my team a bit more and playing for team fights a bit more, which definitely works as well. I'm probably trying to knock this guy out of the sky because he's here really early. His team is nowhere to be found, but that was good pressure on him. Oh, I'm getting burned here. Another team fight, but I'm fighting healer. I forced the healer ult, which is great. Fight 1, if we can sustain here, it looks like we got a pick, or they got a pick on our team, but we had a pick on their team. So if we can sustain here and use our ultimate abilities after Luna has, then we're definitely going to win this fight 100%. Good pressure on him. Did not let up. I was healthy, so I was able to fight that entire time. So I'm just going to keep applying pressure. That was great. Didn't even have to burn my ultimate ability, which is, again, perfect situation, perfect scenario. It's okay that I lost mech here because their team is really far back. So I should be able to get my mech back here before, you know, they can even get back to point. Just because they have to push down this hallway. And it's relatively easy to get mech back. Or Hulk back. Hulk form back. Yeah, that was solid. That was solid. It was kind of a bit of an overextend, but not really that bad. Because we did so much damage to their team. Now I'm looking for someone... that was a great solo, man. I just singled that guy out. Put him down really quickly. Now the fact that this guy is in Hulk form, I'm going to apply pressure to this guy because he can do a lot of damage to my team. So I want to just do as much damage as I can to him and make him waste his ultimate ability because I have mine as well. So if I can get him out of his or mitigate the damage he does for our team, I'm just basically trying to counter it as much as possible because this is a best case scenario. Try to get him away from my team. Even if he starts body slamming me on the ground, I have my ultimate ability and I still have an 800 health pool. So he's probably trying to ignore me here, but I'm on him just because I know that he can be a nuisance to our team. Fortunately, we get out of mech here. Really good. That's really good for us. We're almost halfway here, so we're going to keep applying pressure for sure. We're definitely going to apply pressure here because we wanted to get it to about 75%. That's probably the most ideal goal. Getting point to about 75% because all you have to do is win one more fight after 75% and you've essentially won the game. Once again, I'm going to target this Luna Snow. I'm probably going to try to kill her once she gets out of her ultimate ability. Usually that's what I would try to do. When Luna Snow gets out of her ult, I'll try to kill her. So we got both healers down there. There's only 2 left on the enemy team. Insane amount of pressure. And we're at 75%. So these guys pretty much have one fight left. I still have Hulk ultimate ability. Haven't needed to pop it a single time. Our team hasn't been pressured, or the point hasn't even been pressured to the point where I need to use my ultimate ability. So we're doing great. We're actually doing great. Stun this guy out of the sky. Probably applying a little pressure to him here. I probably should be looking for what my team's doing here. It looks like these guys had a Loki ult actually, so they had another Luna Snow ult. But I'm probably gonna pop ult here, just because I still have it. Nice. I mean, we got majority of them down without even needing ult. That looks like that was it. That was a really solid game, man. That was like, I loved watching that. That was great. Constant pressure there, man. I think constant pressure was incredibly key there. I think it was incredibly key. That was great, though. All right, let's watch the final game.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, game 3 is point and payload. So I'm probably gonna try to pressure. Pressure left here. Oh, that was a bad. That was a 100% a bad play for me. I'm not main tank here. I should have gone to the high intensity choke. That was a bad play for me. I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is go around left and pressure healers immediately, like I did that game 1. So bad play for me, misplay. I'll probably end up getting burned here. A lot of my team dies for it. Honestly, a lot of that is on me for giving them first pick. I will say that for sure. Not my best play. Definitely not my best play. But as Hulk, you really don't want to do that often, man. That's a mistake on my part. And you really just don't want to do that too much. You kind of like, see, I'm going left here now. I'm learning, man, they're doing a lot of damage main. So I should be going left and I should be flanking. And I should be looking for putting pressure on healers here. Soloed out one of the healers. Ooh, she's low. But they're putting a lot of damage down on me. So I wasn't able to get a pick there. But it looks like one of my teammates was able to get a pick, actually. Which is good.
You were expecting the Hulk?
My teammate actually ends up getting 2 from that. Maybe because one of their healers was relatively low. They did end up killing that Mantis. But but I don't think it was worth dying for. But unfortunately, I couldn't have prevented it. If our healers were any closer to point, it probably would have been a bit easier to kill there. But we're just going to clean up here because we got picks and they're staggered, which is good. I mean, I'm able to get to point way quicker than the enemy team when it's a point payload maps like this. But I still think I should try not to die as much as possible, even if it's for a first pick, because sometimes, you know, they'll have a rocket turret up or a rocket respawn up so the enemy team can just heal through or revive. So sometimes it's not worth getting a first pick and dying for it. But right now we're just applying as much pressure as we can, trying to get a pick, trying to make some space here because we want to make it around this corner as early as possible, to be honest. We want as much space around this corner. We don't want to get held at that choke. It's kind of tough fighting, getting held at that choke. But we're doing great. We're putting good pressure on them, splitting them up. We're doing really good here. I'm probably going to end up pushing back here because this is their spawn. I'm incredibly overextended. Fortunately, I have my shield, and my teammate popped a heal for it, which is actually great. So we're going to fight here because we have so much space ahead, and Magneto's low, so we're probably going to try to pressure him there. It doesn't even look like I can walk in there, bro. I'm probably trolling. But the pressure that we're fighting, the pressure that we're building here is just insane. Like, these guys can't even get to point right now. These guys literally cannot get to point. So this is great pressure here. Honestly, great pressure. We've almost got point entirely just from that first push. So that's not bad. We almost captured first. We got objective to like 75% distance with that one push alone. 100% worth it. We still have 3 minutes on the clock, and that was basically our first fight. You know, I'm gonna skip back to where we are here. Good pick. Teammate probably called out that guy was low. Team's applying great pressure here. I'm gonna chase this guy. I'm just gonna chase him. Just because I know Hulk has mobility, I'm gonna chase him as long as I can, for sure. Doesn't look like I can catch him, but it was definitely worth chasing. 100% worth chasing there. I'm full health. I have all of my abilities. It's worth getting the space. Definitely worth getting the space. Honestly, I need to work on building my ult right here. If I'm doing anything, it needs to be building ult. But we probably should fight them at one of the chokes because I don't have my ult. But I'm looking for healers here. I get burned really fast. Try to turn to my team. My team does a great job of keeping me up. They're 100% looking for me. I should have died there. I definitely should have died there. But I'm looking for someone split here. They are playing an ultimate ability right now. But I need to build my ult a little bit, and I still have all my utility. Try to hop back here to help mitigate the damage he's going to do from his Agamotto ult. But we kind of just lose that because they had better ults than us. We didn't use it. We used one ult there. And it looks like they burned 2. So we should be able to win this fight. We have ult advantage for sure. It's just how we play it. I'm going to look for a backline here. I'm probably going to look for a backline here. Oh, we've got a guy split. So I'm just trying to fight a guy split. We pop our healer ult here a bit early, but I'm just trying to pressure backline. They're backing up a lot here, backpedaling a ton here. But I just don't want to fight frontline there. Yeah. So I'm putting pressure on backline here. Because I want to kill the healers or the squishies if possible. Just so that they don't have the ability to, you know, have impact in this fight that's going on. Pushing him all the way back to the spawn. Definitely got us a lot of space. I probably should have backed up at some point there. Definitely should have backed up, actually. It doesn't even look like we can cap. If we were closer, it probably would have been more worth it to pressure like that. But I probably should have backed at some point, play with my team again, because my teammates are healing great. They're doing great heals. They probably would have been able to build their ult charge off me there. So I should have backed up 100%. But I'm definitely going to play point here. Just because I have such a large health pool. If someone has to focus me down, they're not going to have a good time.
A nice deep freeze. I am ready to put on a show.
And right now, I'm probably just going to build ult as much as possible and try to stay alive. And probably kill this Luna Snow once she's out of ult. That's usually what I like to do. I did get frozen though, and they have a Hawkeye, so I have to be careful here. It looks like we have an ult here as well, so I'm just going to keep building ult. Because I have Hulk ult again. If you remember, I popped Hulk ult at the beginning of this match, but... Oh, that's unfortunate. I definitely should have ulted there, but it looks like I just didn't have the timing. 100% should have ulted there. I probably would have been able to get us point. So there's 2 mistakes that I made that costed us point each time. Not backing when I should have and not ulting when I should have. Because if I could have smacked a couple people off point, we were like less than a meter away. So we definitely would have been able to cap if I just smacked people off point there. 100% should have ulted, should have backed up. Those are just small mistakes that cost you a lot of time. Like that, those 2 mistakes have ended up costing us like a minute and a half on our timer, you know, which is unfortunate, but I'm not perfect. But it's just something to think about for sure. Definitely something to think about. Looks like we'll be able to cap here. I'm going to use ult to make sure we can cap. But I definitely should have burned that earlier. Not terrible, but not my best play.
I'm trying to make the gamble.
All right, let's check out our defense.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Whatever happened to the world?
So I'm probably waiting here for any sort of enemies to get split. It looks like they portal up top. I'm definitely going to be the first to initiate up here. I'm definitely going to drop though. I'm not going to fight the entire enemy team, especially playing defense. I got to play a little bit smart here. I'm going to chow again. My other tank is up there, so I'm chowing a little bit, trying to help him out, give him shield, fight the high ground a little bit. And we actually end up getting that pick, which is great. Put just enough pressure on him to where he was, my teammates were able to finish him off, which is great. I'm going to apply pressure here. I'm really healthy. My teammates have line of sight of me. I don't have line of sight now, so I have to play a little bit safe, but this pick will, would be great. So I'm definitely going to try to chase that guy. Would have been a great stagger there. But we got the Strange, so they have to fully reset. They don't have portal anymore, which is awesome. We probably just bought ourselves like a minute and a half of time, which is great. Right now, I'm just trying to not take as much damage as possible. Just because I know on Hulk, I can get burned really easily. So I'm kind of trying not to take as much damage as possible. Playing Hulk on defense is completely different. I have to wait. I have to sort of wait for someone to go out of position. Otherwise, I can just get nuked by damage like I am right now. That was a great Hulk shield by me, by the way. When you're close to your teammates, you can shield all of your teammates if they're standing right on top of you. And I was able to shield all my teammates from the Namor ult, which is insane. Awesome. Great Groot ult. We played that really well. We counter ulted for the Thor ult. That was honestly a really, really solid team fight. They burned multiple ultimate abilities there. We burned a lot. We burned 3 ults there, but we're coming up on 3 as well. It looks like one of my teammates just swapped, but we would have been coming up on... Oh, sorry. We would have been coming up on 2. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. Yeah, we only have 2 ults here. So we burned a lot of ults there, but we have time to build them up. We won the team fight. Kind of worth it, to be honest. We probably shouldn't have burned both support ults there. But yeah, what I'm just doing right now is just trying to play space. Anyone that's split, I'm jumping on. You know, it's like the Strange split. He went height. I jumped on him. And I'm going to pop ult here to try to save point a bit. These guys are fighting in ult, but I'm just going to try to apply pressure here to sort of save point a little bit as much as I can. I think I'm dead here, but my teammates got two picks in the back. So, you know, we end up winning that fight. My teammates got 2 picks in the back there, which is great.
Let's try this again.
I should be able to get back relatively quickly. Also, they only have 1 minute left on point, less than. So we've bought a lot of time here. We've bought a lot of time, which is great. So I'm looking for a pick here. Great pick. I'm sure one of my teammates probably said something about them being low. I'm probably going to try to build ult on these guys. Have my teammates heal me if possible. I definitely should have stayed up there. I don't think I should have backed. I think I should have gotten healed there. I think, unfortunately, that wasn't really a bad play. Building ult there wasn't really a bad play. But it looks like we probably end up losing point because of that Luna Snow ult. Kept their entire team alive. Definitely a good combo on their part. But so far, I haven't really been able to be incredibly aggressive because the choke points in that are so small that if I run into 3 or 4 enemies at the same time, I'm just going to die as Hulk. So I'm just playing off angles, looking for anyone split. I'm just trying to gank anyone, basically. Also, I try to keep space as well, like make myself big. So like I'll play up top here so that no enemies are playing up top there. You know what I mean? And it looks like I'm going to contest point here because I know my healer's got my back right here. Also, they're not getting dove, so I don't have to look and turn right now. We know majority of the people are here. So I'm building ult, holding point for as long as possible, for sure. Still just going to hold point here as long as possible. It looks like we used the Invisible Girl ult. So I'm just holding, man. We're able to get picks, so I can push them back a little bit. Great pressure on the enemy team here. They only have 1.5 minutes left. Again, just applying constant pressure. Pretty great. I'm probably going to try to contest again here because I know my healers are doing really well. These guys aren't really splitting up too hard, so I can't really dive anyone. So I'm playing a little big. I'm playing like a bigger tank, which is okay. I'll probably ult here if I need to. Yeah, this is good though because I can do a lot of damage here and disrupt their team comp. So they have people fighting lower, and they have people fighting upper, and they're fighting a huge Hulk upper. So they end up losing this fight just because they're fighting split, and I was using my ultimate ability, which is great. Bought a ton of time for the team. They only have 40 seconds left to push this point. Great plays, honestly. I held the entire high ground almost entirely by myself, which means none of the enemy team was able to look down on my teammates there, which is awesome. Definitely really, really good. I'm going to build ult here because we're using Luna Snow ult as well. So I'm probably going to build ult. I see someone split in the back, but I'm not able to get a full pick. So I'm just holding point here. Just playing as a tank should, you know, holding point. It looks like they popped a lot of ults there. So I backed up for a little bit, make sure that we were safe, reposition, fought the high ground, looking for another pick, looking to get this guy low, and that's game. Wow. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful hold, man. That was beautiful. I didn't get demeched as much as I thought I would there, but you can't get demeched on Hulk defending, bro. It's a really big issue if you're getting demeched on Hulk while you're defending. You got to play off angles and you got to look for someone split, or you got to rely on your healers because you're going to soak up a lot of damage. But those were some great Hulk games. That was really, really fun to watch. I hope you guys learned something from those games. And if you guys enjoyed this series, we'll definitely do a lot more of these in the future because this game is really fun and there's a lot to learn from it. That's just one of the 33 characters in the game. You know, so I'll definitely have more guides. The more that I climb rank, the more that I learn about this game, I'll definitely share with you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to follow and subscribe for daily content. I appreciate you guys and much love, goats. And thanks for joining me in the dojo. Peace.